Smokepit Fairytales by Trip Ainsworth. Chapter 21. Every book has a bad chapter. I woke up the next morning on the couch under Penelope in a thin blanket. I guess sometime in the night we moved and deemed the bedroom off limits, for good reason. I slid out from under Penelope and tucked her back into the blanket. I had no idea what time it was. I stumbled to the balcony door and pulled back the curtain. The sun punched me in the face. If a curtain could be slammed, I did it. I rubbed my eyes and grimaced. I made my way to the bathroom. There was a river of chunky, damp ooze snaking from Penelope's bed to the shower. The smell made me shudder. I bore through it long enough to piss and get back to the kitchen. I cooked up some eggs, bacon, and toast and woke Penelope. She wrapped the blanket around herself and sat up on the sofa. She half smiled at me and started to eat.
Did you get much rest last night?
Yeah, but cooking bacon probably wasn't the best idea. Penelope's left eyelid didn't fully open. It wouldn't until she either got up and started moving or drank something with caffeine.
Hank, about last night.
Don't worry, that wasn't the first time I've been covered in someone else's bodily fluids. Penelope gave me a queer look. Don't ask. She chewed a bit of toast.
Hank, I was serious when I told you I loved you.
I was serious when I said it back.
I haven't said that to anyone in a while.
The queasy nausea in my stomach started to work itself back up. Well, no one's told me that in a while. Penelope smiled and elbowed my arm playfully.
Is that why you're such a prick to everybody?
Really, bitch? I wanted to slap her and storm out, but I didn't. I calmly defended myself. I'm not a prick to everyone.
Well, you're not really all that nice to anyone either.
I'm nice to you.
Most of the time.
She smiled. Just let that one go, Hank.
So, who was the last person that said she loved you?
I burped up a vomit-reeking belch. This chick, Kennedy.
What happened to her?
We, had a disagreement about the Marine Corps.
How so?
Well, her, family was from Iran, and she didn't really dig the whole me going over there to kill Iranians thing.
Ah, still talk to her?
Nope. I, haven't heard from her in a little more than, 2 years now. Penelope pushed away the rest of her food and nested her head on my shoulder.
Who loved you before that?
Chick named Satin.
Satan?
Satin. We went to school together.
What happened to her? Was she from Afghanistan and didn't like you killing her tribe?
No. I gave her a dirty look. Afghans are actually some of the nicest people on Earth. She gave me a doubtful look. Well, when they're not trying to kill you. But Satin was way before that. She and I started off with this, passionate summer playing guitar on the beach and ended as a storybook romance, only I ended up being the bad guy and a skinny white knight swooped her away.
You were the bad guy?
I shrugged. The nauseous feeling in my gut was growing stronger.
Well, if they ever make you into a movie, you better hope they don't use that chapter.
I don't know. I think I make a good bad guy. I can really get the audience to hate me.
Now, Hank, that's dreary. So do you still play guitar then?
Yeah, usually when I'm drinking alone in the barracks.
Do you know how often you do that?
Yeah.
Well, you should play your guitar for me sometime.
I think we can arrange that.
Good.
What about you, Miss 88? What's your romantic background?
Oh, well, there's been a few guys. It was hard to date on the ship. Even with as little people as there were, rumours spread around fast. And even going on one date, you got labelled a strumpet.
I raised an eyebrow. Strumpet?
What? What about it?
We need to teach you better English. Penelope pinched my arm.
Ass.
I jerked away and wrapped my arm over her shoulder. What kind of dating can you do on a ship?
There isn't much. Mainly just eat or go to social events together.
Like a movie night?
Yeah, more or less. And when there are that many people that close together, everybody knows everybody. And getting to know someone new isn't really that fun. Then if you decide you don't like them, it's impossible to get away. There's nowhere to go. You're on a ship. But you're my first alien.
Wait, what? I'm the alien?
Aye.
You're on my planet.
Meh. Tomato, tomato?
I told Penelope I'd help with the mess and suggested renting a steam cleaner. However, she was out of coffee and killing the hangover was the first priority. My clothes from the night before were ruined, far beyond anything dry cleaning would ever be able to fix. Luckily, I had left an Iron Maiden t-shirt at her place. Unluckily, a pair of yoga pants was the only thing Penelope had that would fit me. We hunted down a donut shop for coffee. I wasn't a terrible snob when it came to this stuff, but Penelope was. We sat at Happy Time Donuts drinking coffee. People were giving me strange looks. It was almost like they'd never seen a guy in yoga pants before. So, do you guys have anything like tea? I remember you saying no coffee.
They're making something similar now using a plant from Verescent, but it's a new thing.
Yeah? I looked over Penelope's shoulder to the TV on the back wall. It wasn't loud enough to hear, but beside the anchor's head was a picture of Kelsey, and missing in big red letters. Shit. I had to keep Penelope's attention from the TV. I didn't know what she knew about the situation, but I didn't want it to get worse or to get bogged down in a conversation about it. So, what kind of trees are they? Like, how big are the leaves?
The trees aren't really all that tall, and the leaves are more like the little scales on a pine cone than a leaf.
Get off the TV! Dunk them in water the same way?
And drink it hot, yes.
Oh, fuck, they're showing the barracks! You guys ever add sugar or something sweet and drink it cold?
Ew. Do you do that with tea?
Ah, great, that's Pendleton's front fucking gate! Yeah, you haven't had it? We do it back in the South.
I don't know if I'd like that.
The channel cut to another story. Ah, thank God. I'll find us a way to try it sometime. But hey, let's go get that steam cleaner. That's probably gonna take all day to clean your apartment. After about 7 hours of steam cleaning Penelope's apartment and a greased lightning ride back to Pendleton, I busted into Eclair's room.
Dude, I know, man.
Eclair's room was trashed. He was shoveling clothes into a sea bag. What are you doing? Eclair was distraught.
I'm going to fucking Mexico. Doc's packing his shit too, man. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
You can't go to fucking Mexico, man.
Yeah, but I had to take enough leave to get to Canada before anyone got suspicious. And if I take leave, the command will start to think, and we're fucked!
Dude, if you go to Mexico, they'll know it was you.
Me? You fucking cut her up!
Covering for you! Eclair kept shoveling things into his bag.
Fuck, man. Shit, I have to call Jenny. Wait, no, I can't. Man, fuck it! Jenny will figure it out. And there's chicks in TJ. There ain't no chicks in prison, Hank. I be the chick! I ain't taking no dick!
Doc kicked open the door and shot into the room.
Dudes!
Hi. I pulled out a cigarette. If you're going to Mexico, I'm smoking in here. Eclair shouted.
Dude, you gotta come too, man. You stay here and they're gonna fucking burn you.
No, hold on, man.
Doc fumbled with Eclair's TV. Eclair started to panic.
What, do they have a live feed of them coming to get us?
No, hold on, man.
Doc flipped through the channels. I lit my cigarette and ran my fingers through my hair. An anchorman appeared on the tube. He was standing in the barracks' smoke pit, and the sun was shining. It had to be at least a few hours old. Eclair, Doc, and I huddled around the television. An anchorman spoke to the camera.
The young woman was last seen at this building. We don't know with whom the last person Kelsey was with. However...
Who the fuck let these fucks on base? I demanded of the television.
Shut up!
Doc and Eclair said in unison. A Marine with a 5 o'clock shadow and green sweatpants and a giant eagle globe and anchor tattooed on his chest wandered into the frame.
Excuse me, sir.
The anchorman rushed to the Marine.
Don't call me sir, man. I work for a living.
The Marine lit a cigarette.
I'm John Longson with WKGB.
Cool.
The Marine smiled, obviously drunk. John Longson presented the Marine a small piece of paper.
Have you seen this woman?
The Marine examined the photo for a few seconds and scratched his belly.
Yeah, man.
He poked the paper repeatedly with his finger.
Totally, dude. Her name's Alyssa, or Khaleesi, or Melissa, or something.
Kelsey Lovejock.
The Marine's smile grew bigger.
Yeah, man, that's it.
Have you seen her?
Yeah, dude, like me and 15 of the other guys in my company fucked the shit out of her a few weeks ago.
The anchorman looked like he wanted to say, "You can't say that on TV," but he let the Marine continue.
She was wandering around the barracks looking to party, and we snatched her up, played some beer pong with her, then stuffed her like a turkey.
This was 4 weeks ago, sir?
You ain't gotta call me sir, dude.
I'm a journalist.
It's cool, man, but yeah, 4 weeks ago sounds about right. Shit, we fucked her in my room. I still might have her panties somewhere. Wanna go check?
Absolutely.
The cameraman and the anchor followed the Marine to his room. There were 5 or 6 other Marines in the room drinking or passed out. The Marine in the green sweatpants looked at the anchor and said,
Hold on, man. I gotta find him.
The Marine opened a drawer and started flinging things out. Condoms, empty packs of cigarettes, knives, beer bottles, porno DVDs, duct tape, a ski mask, rope, KY jelly, Not one thing that could even be construed as innocent. I looked back and forth between Doc and Eclair. I think we're off the hook. Doc said,
Yeah. You didn't call Ginny yet, did you, Eclair?
Eclair looked over at us.
No, I don't think we're gonna have to go to Mexico.
I took a deep drag off my cigarette.
And First Sergeant is gonna flip shit when he smells smoke in my room.
Eclair eyeballed my cigarette. Ah, shit. Sorry, man. I flicked the butt outside. We turned back to the TV. The Marine was brandishing a neon pink G-string and a smile. I muted the tube. I don't know if we're golden, but we're definitely bronze. Eclair's phone started buzzing.
Shit.
Ginny?
Yeah.
Good luck, bro.
Doc showed me his cigarettes. I nodded, walked outside, and lit back up on the catwalk.
Jenny.
Eclair answered his phone. Doc laughed with a mentally deranged look on his face.
Close one, right?
Doc?
Yeah, man.
I put a finger over my mouth. Shh.
Oops.
We smoked our cigarettes in silence. After a few minutes, Eclair walked out, putting on a jacket.
I gotta go clear shit up with Jenny. She's all pissed about me letting Kelsey indiscriminately fuck everyone at the barracks.
It's not your fault she was a dumpster slut. Eclair rolled his eyes.
Yeah, but you know how women are.
I don't know how women are. They keep changing shit. Scares the fuck out of me. Fuck, Hank left women altogether. Fucking aliens and shit.
Yeah.
But I ain't going to prison.
Eclair walked to his Camaro and burnt off into the night. All right, Doc. Let's go drown our sins in stout. Monday morning, I sat at the Smokepit's picnic table, drinking my coffee and burning a cigarette. It was the first day in weeks I didn't have a hangover at work. It may have been months. The wind was blowing east, and I could smell the ocean from over the mountains. I was shooting the shit with Rayner. He was trying to tell me about 50 Shades of Dave. I told him I hadn't seen the ending of it, not to ruin anything for me.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Gladewine said, sitting down.
Hey, dude, what's up?
Rayner casually returned the greeting.
I'm not a dude, Sergeant.
Same.
Gladewine lit a smoke. Rayner pointed to me.
Hey, Gladwin, this guy hasn't seen 50 Shades of Dave yet.
What?
Gladewine was shocked.
I mean, that's probably the greatest film of the decade.
I've seen half of it, I defended myself.
What the hell drug you away from that masterpiece?
I decided to tongue punch my girlfriend's fart box instead.
Sergeant, we've had this conversation and have established that is way too much information to be sharing with Lance Corporals.
Tongue punch your fart box? I like that. I'm gonna use that.
Well, in the spirit of not losing a stripe because Gunny Chansworth may be listening, my husband's getting a new job.
Oh yeah? What's that?
You guys know he's a computer engineer, right?
Yeah.
He's got a job working on this new project. Focus is to integrate U.S. and Verisant technologies.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. I lit another cigarette, giving me an excuse to stay outside longer.
So what, are they going to, put together F-18s and some weird alien robot to make super weapons to fight Al Quesadilla?
Rayner joked.
Actually, it's more along the lines of making, computer code that recognizes Windows, Mac, Linux, Verisant software so that communication between scientists and engineers can flow more fluidly.
That's actually a really good idea. I ashed my cigarette.
God, can you imagine what it'd be like without that? There'd be some poor bastard with two computers open just typing out on one what's on the other.
Yeah, fuck that.
Well, apparently, there's a lot of really interesting technologies that are supposed to come out of it once we can openly communicate with the Verisant systems. My husband Jerry has been telling me little tidbits here and there. He doesn't know too much about the individual programs, but it's not his job, so he hasn't looked too deep into them.
Well, what kind of programs? Is the porn industry going to steal alien probing devices for better S&M videos?
No.
Gladewine flicked the ash off her cigarette.
But there is a program for fighter plane type plane or ship that works in space. Another thing, Jerry didn't remember what it was called, but it's pretty much a giant Japanese robot. Only it's used like a tank.
That's neat. I'd go over to the air wing to get to tinker with that.
Yeah, Jerry said there's a long-term plan for a hyperspace program.
It'd be cool if they figured that out. I burned through my cigarette.
There's also at least blueprints for space colonies.
That sounds like a logistical nightmare.
Well, Sergeant, the ship the Verisants came on is 16 times the size of the Nimitz-class aircraft carrier.
Jesus.
I think their sun expanded and swallowed all the planets in the solar system. So they had to go somewhere.
I guess that makes sense.
Why hasn't your girlfriend told you that? She's an alien, right?
I don't know. She doesn't want to talk about it.
How's all that going, by the way?
Not too bad. We had kind of a rough weekend, but it's whatever.
Did she call you fat, Sergeant?
No, Glade Wine, she did not call me fat.
Did you call her fat?
It's gonna be too much information, Glade Wine.
Ah, got it.
My phone rang. Hey, give me a minute. I put the phone to my head. Yellow?
Dude,
It was Eclair. What's up, man?
you are not going to believe what's going on right now.
You finally got your period?
No, man. Half the fucking truck company is in handcuffs, laying face down in the parking lot at the barracks.
What?
Yeah, dude. The MPs are swarming the place, and there are officers fucking everywhere. Like, the goddamn commanding general is fucking here, dude.
Well, what the hell are you doing there? Why aren't you at work?
They started kicking in doors and getting everyone outside at about 04, and I just now got back to my phone.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, that John Logson guy's here recording it and everything.
Man. Oh, man. The Commandant's probably gonna fucking go down for this shit.
Yeah, man, especially after that dumb shit on TV said half of fucking Motor T gang fucked her that night.
Yeah, on TV. Plus all that shit he had in his room. I mean, we all have that shit for legitimate reasons, but that's not what you show to a reporter when you're looking for a missing chick. You said you fucked her the night she disappeared.
Seriously, bro, what a dumbass.
Hey man, has the first sergeant there had a brain aneurysm and fucking fell dead on the sidewalk yet?
No, but he looks like he might. But hey, bro, I gotta get dressed and get to work and shit.
Alright, man. See ya. Gladewine and Rayner stared at me during the phone call.
That's your old barracks?
Yeah, you guys picked up on that?
It's all over the fucking news, man. Shit, I'll be surprised if they don't do cavity searches on everybody on post at some point today.
And you're right, Sergeant. That guy on TV was a fucking dumbass.
Gladewine put out her cigarette.
Gentlemen?
She bid Rayner and I farewell and walked back into the building. I leaned onto the table and smirked at Rayner.
I wonder what they did to her.
Rayner lit another smoke. I don't know, man. I lied. They probably just drug her up the mountain and fed her to coyotes.
Do you know that dude that was on TV?
Yeah. Hey, so what do you think of Gladewine? I tried to change the subject.
I think she has horse teeth.
I don't think they're that bad.
Yeah, but you also have a thing for her.
No, I don't. I lied again.
Dude, you're always out here bullshitting with her about nothing, and I've seen you look out here to see if she's out here or not before you decide to smoke.
Okay, first off, I don't need a reason to smoke. Second, so what if I like talking to her? She's smart, and at least more so than the other knuckle-dragging mongoloids around here.
Then why'd you ask me about her?
In a very satirical tone, I said, because I cut up that missing chick on TV and stashed her in a sea bag and wanted to change the subject.
Shut up, Allensworth. That's bullshit. You dug yourself in a hole about Gladwin, now you're trying to get out of it.
Nah. I waved Rayner off and flicked my cigarette over the rails. Because it was so close, everyone at work kept talking about Kelsey. I tried to avoid the conversations. I didn't order anyone not to talk about it. I thought that would raise suspicions. I also didn't really think anyone thought I had anything to do with it, but when you're guilty, you also think that everyone knows it was you. They're all just trying to get you to admit it. I told myself that I was just being paranoid.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to Smokepit Fairytales Chapter 21. I would like to thank Dan Brady, Matt Kupski-Cavicius, and Michelle Packard for helping out with the voices on this. And I would also like to thank everyone that's supporting the channel on Patreon and everyone who's gotten the war chest. All links on smokepitfairytales.com. All right, I will catch you next time.
Because I'm retarded. Yee.
I decided to tunge punch. We're tunge punging now.
Yeah, but I fuck.
You guys ever had sugar or something sweet to drink it? What the fuck is this sentence?
There ain't no chicks in prison, Hank.
Yeah, that's the record button.
Most of the time. Oh, you definitely heard that. I might have to stop. It sounds like Kevin is making his way upstairs. I'll talk quick. He's in the bathroom. Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
I told Penelope I'd help with the mess and suggested running a stream cleaner. Stream cleaner.
Seriously, bro. What a dumbass. Yeah, says the character that choked the woman to death.
I bore through it long enough to piss and get back to the kitchen and cooked up some eggs, bacons, and toast. Bacons. Nobody cooks bacons.
Me. Sorry. I'm just being a dick now.